With the May primary less than 3 weeks away, there are several key Scottsbluff County positions that are being contested. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Register of Deeds race is a competitive one this coming May, with incumbent Jean Bauer facing challenger Angie Hernandez. Both took part in a candidate forum earlier this month sponsored by the Scottsbluff-Gering United Chamber of Commerce. On the subject of building on relationships with realtors, title companies, banks, and attorneys, Bauer said relations can always improve, but the office does have a solid reputation with most of those entities.
But I think that there's things in our community that happen, and when you're in the public sector, you are never going to make everybody happy all the time. And there are people that you will never please for whatever reason. You just have to get to a middle ground and agree to disagree and move forward.
Hernandez said for her, she would want to reach out to each of them individually.
I would have to meet with them and see and get to know them a little bit better and see where we can do on that part. Like Jean said, you're not going to make everybody happy. You're always going to have some people like that, but I would try to do the best that I can to build a good relationship with the attorneys, the title companies, and the banks on that.
Other subjects discussed by the candidates included their backgrounds, qualifications, and ideas on improving the services provided through the office. You can find their full discussion on the KNEB.TV YouTube page. Well, the formation of the City of Scottsbluff's Creative District is taking shape. During Monday night's City Council meeting, Steering Committee member Kristen Wiebe shared the ideas put forth during last month's planning session.
Some of what that might look like: music, public art, green space, areas for a variety of types of gatherings, making downtown as walkable as possible on the next slide, and tying downtown and East Overland together were all topics that came up.
Wiebe says several communities are making strides in creating a creative district, which would receive funding that's already been allocated by the Nebraska Arts Council. Scottsbluff's district would primarily take place along Broadway and East Overland. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Scottsbluff County Law Enforcement and the Nebraska State Patrol conducted alcohol compliance checks last Saturday, resulting in 4 non-compliant of the 72 on and off sale businesses selling alcohol to minors. The 4 non-compliant businesses were Cigarette Chain, Get and Split, Kelly's Liquor, and Prime Cut. Lynette Richards, the project coordinator for Monument Prevention Coalition, says it's clear from the results that most businesses in Scottsbluff County are compliant. However, businesses really need to look at the licenses and not just glance at them. She said half of the non-compliant businesses did look at the licenses and sold to the minors anyway. 12 young people with an average age of 17 participated with 15 law enforcement officers to conduct these checks. Well, the U.S. Air Force is holding town meetings this month to inform locals about ground-based strategic deterrence activities planned in their area. The Air Force has started the process of determining real estate and utility easements needed for the new intercontinental ballistic missile system called Sentinel, which is expected to break ground in 2026. During these meetings, the Air Force will explain the new system and purpose. Then, experts will explain the next steps in the real estate process and the purpose of right-to-entry agreements to landowners. The town hall meetings start tonight, 6 p.m. at Banner County High School, Friday at 6 p.m. at Kimball High School, and next Wednesday at Sidney High School, also at 6 p.m. And Western Nebraska Community College interim president John Marin continues to lead a series of public listening sessions this spring. WNCC will visit all 13 counties of its service area, and the Scottsbluff County listening session will be held on April 27th at the Gehring Civic Center from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Then, the Banner County session will be held on April 29th at Laura Lee's Double L Country Store on Highway 71 from 10 to 11. The sessions will feature a brief presentation and extensive time for question and answer exchange, plus refreshments will be served. Remaining sessions have been scheduled for Dual, Garden, Sioux, Kimball, and Garden counties. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer says it was a nice day today, but a roller coaster of a forecast is on its way. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Across the region, we're going to look for, well, sunny skies, but it's going to be windy to start the evening. Winds will decrease overnight, not a bad evening, and then winds pick up tomorrow morning again. Looks like windy, warmer conditions coming our way. In fact, Friday we could be dealing with near record highs before some showers and storms come in late Friday. Even a possibility of some severe weather in portions of the region. Then a strong storm system, I think, is going to just skirt us to the north. We're going to be much colder and windy for the weekend, and then nicer conditions look like they're on the way for next week with maybe a period of lighter winds. 80 yesterday, missed a record by just 5 degrees after a morning low that was right on normal at 34. We are going to fall now below an inch or more below month of normal total day with no more precip out there, and we continue to have concerns with not only red flag warnings. Underneath those red flag warnings for tonight until 7 are more fire weather watches that are posted on into Friday, as well as we're going to be dealing with very incredible fire conditions, not just here in the immediate area, but these go across a large portion of Nebraska and then portions of Kansas there with some high wind watches out as well. And that blue area you see off to the north of us, not what those folks want to see up there, but that is another round of winter weather coming to that region, with winter storm watches posted for northwestern portions of North Dakota, or South Dakota rather, and western North Dakota, northeastern Wyoming, and eastern portions of Montana. That is where this next storm system is going to take the heaviest snow, again, picking on those areas. 70s and 60s here across the region. Mostly in the 60s here in our area, 57 in Lusk, 71 in Ogallala. Winds pretty gusty, 20, 25 miles an hour. They're gusting to 40 at times. Those are going to quickly come down, though, this evening. Haven't shown this graphic in a while. This is our severe weather outlook as we go into Friday. This is for Friday now. Again, along that system, we're dealing with a decent shot of severe weather here, especially in central and eastern portions of Nebraska. Areas like Mullen over to North Platte and McCook and eastward from there. We're looking at mostly a large hail damaging wind event expected with this storm system. Again, areas just to the east of the Panhandle on that threat of severe weather. We could see enough sneak back in here into northeastern Colorado and portions of western Nebraska. We'll keep an eye on that for you as well. Let's take a look at the bus stop forecast getting on tomorrow with 38 degrees with sunny skies. And on the way home, it'll be mostly sunny but windy. And we've got mid-70s tomorrow. It is going to warm up out there as we go through the next couple of days. Tonight, clear skies overhead, not much going on. It is going to be abundantly quiet here across the region. Just some breezes early and then calming down as we go through the nighttime hours. Temperatures mostly in the low to mid-30s. Now tomorrow, we're going to be setting the stage for an active day Friday with a calm day tomorrow. Not winds, but calm weather otherwise. We're going to have mostly sunny skies, a few showers north of us and east of us tomorrow. Most of us are going to stay dry, and we're going to be dealing with some clouds increasing towards Friday morning and winds that are just going to be hammering in out of the southeast. That's what's going to drive these temperatures up. We've got 70s on the forecast for tomorrow. Nothing coming in precip for the next 36 hours, but that changes. Let's show you what's happening here Friday as we get into Friday afternoon, Friday evening. You see the approach of that storm system. Going to see some moderate to heavy rains into the early Saturday night or Friday night into early Saturday morning. Then that rain switches over to snow. We're going to watch this area of snow here that continues on into Saturday afternoon and even into early Sunday before the whole system pushes off and out to the east. What's that leave us with? Well, that leaves us with some snow. It looks like areas to the north of us is where most of the snow is going to be falling. Again, an inch or two possible in portions of the northern Panhandle. And with one model, the other model shows a very similar situation with an inch or two areas to the north of us. What we're concerned about, though, is off further to the north of that. These are some heavy snows being picked up by these models. Just to the north of the Black Hills, in portions of South Dakota, we're going to be dealing with a heavy amount of snow in some of those areas. Let's take a look at our forecast tonight. 34 with decreasing winds. Gusty early. Now tomorrow, windy conditions return to the region, partly cloudy. Mild, though, 77 degrees, even milder. Look at Friday. We're at 86. That's a very near a record. And we're going to drop 40 degrees from that on Saturday. We've got some morning showers here. Snow possible in the northern Panhandle. Going to stay kind of chilly and windy into Sunday with temps in the low 50s. Then we quickly warm up next week. 60s on Monday, 70s and back to near 80 by Wednesday. And calmer winds appear to be on the way for next week.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
Welcome back. For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Dublin, a cute cat that needs that perfect forever home. This is Dublin, a 3-year-old domestic short-hair mix. She came into the Panhandle Humane Society more than a month ago and has gone from shy to sociable. Staff says she loves affection and will return it tenfold. Her adoption cost is $50, and that includes her spay, microchip, and vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Dublin will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling her right away.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank. and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, this is Nebraska Public Transit Week, an opportunity to show support for local transit systems and to experience the benefits of public transportation for yourself. Scottsville County Public Transit Manager Kurt Richter said the Roadrunner service will have special activities all this week, plus prizes and deals tailored for each day of the week.
Wednesday's going to be our Veterans Appreciation Day. If you can provide a proof of status, DD 214, your veteran ID, anything that we can, you can show your veteran, you can ride for free all day. Thursday, we're going to be doing a little something for our staff to show appreciation to them in the office. And then Friday's Selfie Day. You might see TC, our mascot, out around on the buses, and feel free to take a selfie and share that on our Facebook page with us.
Despite the COVID-19 pandemic decreasing Americans' need to travel in 2020, public transit proved its essential nature in Nebraska with more than 2.7 million passenger boardings. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.